If the world situation stays what it is, we have no other choice.
How effective is the cooperation that Britain is doing with Iran at the moment on military equipment?
Well, I think it's very substantial. Most of our armor is British, and we have given you a specification for a new tank, which eventually, when it will roll out of the factory, that day it will probably be the best tank in the world. Why do we do it? Well, we just look around us and see how many tanks are in the hands of some people who one day could eventually be alien to us.
Are you talking about the Russians?
I said all around us.
But even so, we in Britain face a very large build-up across the Iron Curtain in Europe of Soviet tanks facing us, and yet you will, when you have your full number of British tanks, outnumber the British Army itself by number of tanks by 2 or 3 times. Isn't this over-insurance?
Well, I could say maybe you don't have enough tanks.
What?
Just compare the tanks of the NATO countries in Europe with those of the Warsaw Pact.
What do you think? We often wonder in Britain what the Russians are up to, why they have all these tanks. What do you think they're up to?
Well, I can't speak about these things anyway, but I know one thing for sure, and that is throughout history. The military weakness of some countries has been always exploited by others.
Do you see the West then as weak now?
Well, short of atomic in Persian, the French translation is ready. It has got to be printed, and then will come the English translation.
Just to take up where we were before. But, sorry to press you on this, but still your view?
You know how to work. The question is that you do not work enough. Just imagine if everybody worked half an hour more per day. That would make all the difference. Effective work. But you know how to work. You have eventually the best skilled workers anywhere.